Double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, werewolves and witches, ghosts and goblins. Welcome to the very first monthly movie forecast. I'm Nikki, and we'll be chatting about 3 films we're excited to see, and I'll be sharing some hauntingly good movie facts with you. So, while my witch's brew is stewing, let's jump right in.
We are Venom.
October is kicking off with the highly anticipated release of Venom. It's a superhero film based on the Marvel comics of the same name. The film follows journalist Eddie Brock, played by Tom Hardy, as he comes into contact with an alien organism from an entirely different planet. Eddie finds himself seduced by the power and new abilities bestowed upon him by this dark symbiote and decides to embrace it and kind of run with his newfound strength. Venom first appeared in the comics around 1984, somewhere in the mid-80s, and then he made his cinematic debut in the 2007 Spider-Man 3 film. This is the first film in Sony's Marvel Universe, which sits adjunct to Marvel's Cinematic Universe, which we're more familiar with. You'll also notice that in order to keep Venom, his story isolated from the Marvel characters, they removed the white spider logo from his chest. Now, as a lot of us know, we know that that logo is related to the symbiote's encounter with Peter Parker in Spider-Man. So to separate him, they removed it so we wouldn't have questions about it. Also starring in this film is Michelle Williams. She plays the ex-wife to Eddie Brock. Now, in the comic book world, this is kind of a big one, guys. Eddie's ex-wife becomes She-Venom. I mean, is this the direction the film series is headed? Can we even expect a sequel? Tom Hardy is signed on for a total of 3 Venom films, so there's absolutely the possibility that we've got 2 more films coming our way, full of adrenaline. So I guess only time will tell. You can catch this dark action film in theaters on October 5th. And now, we're taking it up a notch with Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween.
I have prayed every night that he would escape.
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Believe it or not, the original Halloween film premiered in October of 1978. The latest Halloween film is actually the 11th installment for the popular franchise. That includes 2 remakes and 3 films that actually stepped away from the events that happened in prior films. But don't worry if you haven't seen them all. All you need to know about the new Halloween film is that Jamie Lee Curtis is reprising her role as Laurie Strode, and she'll be coming face to face with Michael Myers, of course. This time she won't be alone. She'll have the help of her daughter and her granddaughter. Let me set the scene for you guys a little bit. So, it's been 4 decades since Laurie's last encounter with Michael. And now she's well trained, she's a survivalist, she's got weapons galore, she even has a panic room in her own home. She's absolutely ready for anything. And Michael, he's been locked away for all of these years, but of course, after a prison transfer goes wrong, he becomes free and he's ready to hunt down new victims. Now, the only question that really remains is this the film where Laurie finally takes down Michael? Is this the end of this gory horror story? I guess it's hard to make the call now, but there's one way to find out. You can head to theaters on October 19th and determine whether or not this is actually the last chapter of this dark tale. Moving on to a film inspired by a book series we all love.
Haunted Halloween. Who would lock a book?
Did you miss me?
Goosebumps 2, Haunted Halloween. It's hitting the theaters on October 12th, and it is a standalone sequel to the 2015 Goosebumps, and will only feature Jack Black of the original cast from the first film. But I am excited to see him again. So many of us grew up on the Goosebumps books, which makes it all the more exciting to see them hit the big screen. The latest film is set in the small town of Wardenclyffe, where 2 boys, Sunny and Sam, discover an R.L. Stine manuscript. It's hidden in an abandoned house, and of course, they decide to open it and set free Slappy, the dummy who wants nothing more than to create the Halloween apocalypse. And he wants to use the help of all other Goosebumps monsters and creatures to come and help him. Time is ticking, and they will have to team up with R.L. Stine himself to get all these monsters back in the book and save the world. If you're looking to get your family together for a Halloween movie night, this should be at the top of your list. It's a G rating with a healthy dose of comedic moments, and it makes it perfect for the whole gang. Don't forget, you can catch this film in theaters on October 12th. And that's it. All right, my ghouls and goblins, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm excited to hear which film you're the most excited to see. So hop on down to the comments and please let me know. You can also head on over to studiomoviegirl.com and get your tickets today. I will see you in the next monthly movie forecast.